In the early evening of May 22, 2011, the Category EF5 tornado's destructive force on Joplin, Missouri was immediate and relentless.
Just Fire Station 7-1, we need you to contact some ambulances from anywhere. If you have to contact Monette or Springfield, wherever, get us some ambulances started this way, please.
Within minutes, the response of the Quapaw tribe and Downstream Casino Resort, like so many others, was also immediate and relentless.
We are Joplin. Joplin's Downstream. We are very much part of that community.
Among the first responders were the Quapaw Fire and Emergency Medical Team, based at Downstream just a few miles from the destruction. Within an hour, Downstream team members were on the ground delivering relief supplies into Joplin's Ground Zero. That night, every available Downstream hotel room was made available to victims and rescue workers. 20 rooms were given to the incoming American Red Cross team, and they stayed for 2 weeks.
My first concern was for the employees. We had over 55 people that lost absolutely everything. They lost their homes, their cars, they lost their clothes, they lost everything.
The casino's conference meeting space was transformed into a rest and recovery center for rescue workers using all of the hotel's rollaway beds. A makeshift shelter was set up in the event center using sheets, blankets, and pillows on the floor. All storm victims, rescue, and relief workers were given passes to eat hot meals at the casino's buffet. The day after the storm, Chairman Berry began personally delivering hot meals 4 times a day to the city's emergency management center for the police, rescue, and dispatch workers who were on the job around the clock. Those meal deliveries continued daily for 5 weeks. On day 3, Chairman Berry brought in NFL celebrities Coach Barry Switzer and former All-Pro running back Billy Sims to visit with rescue workers to help lift their spirits.
When the tornado hit, they came forward on their own and offered to supply dinners, all kinds of different meals throughout the day to people that were working at the EOC. And I can't express what that meant to the people down there and how helpful that was in terms of our recovery effort.
We all wished it hadn't happened, but I'm very grateful for the response of people. Instead of running away from the devastation, we ran to the devastation.
Over the weeks and months following the disaster, Downstream raised thousands of dollars for storm victims in the city's Tornado Relief Fund. They hosted or sponsored a variety of benefit events such as concerts, comedy shows, poker tournaments, and gaming promotions. They were a major sponsor of the Extreme Makeover TV show's special Joplin Tornado Edition, and dozens of Downstreamers volunteered in the construction of 7 homes in 7 days for 7 families who had lost everything.
We're not defined by a tornado. We're not defined by one day in the year. We're defined by the people of Joplin who, in the worst times possible, showed the world that they are some of the best people in the country. You know, one thing I think is very important is at the Quapaw Tribe and at Downstream Casino Resort, we're not only the first responders, not just the middle responders, but we believe we'll be the last responders to anything that happens.